Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Little Big Man and welcome back to my channel. Or if you are new, welcome to my channel. I make Newcastle content that I upload every Friday. Um, and yeah, I hope you do enjoy it. If you do, please subscribe, and whether you are new or not, please do be sure to like the video and let me know your thoughts in the comments. As today, we are reviewing my Premier League predictions on this side and the actual Premier League table on this side. So, can we zoom in here? Now, obviously, you compare the two, you can see a few issues. Um, but if we just have a quick check through the actual table, so obviously you got Man City in first, got Arsenal second, Man United third, Newcastle fourth, Liverpool fifth, Brighton and Hove Albion sixth, Aston Villa seventh, Tottenham Hotspur eighth, Brentford ninth, Fulham 10th, Palace 11th, Chelsea 12th, Wolves 13th, West Ham 14th, Bournemouth 15th, Nottingham Forest 16th, 17th is Everton, 18th, 19th and 20th is Leicester, Leeds and Southampton. Now, obviously my predictions were a little bit odd. I had Man City first, Liverpool second. Like, I am going to be doing the point system as well. And this is my video, so I don't give a fucking shit. I'm going to do... I didn't think this through. Shit. One point if I'm one position off, whether it's above or below. I'm going to give myself 2 points if it's the correct one. When I was thinking this through beforehand, I miscalculated. So we're looking at a maximum of 40 points here, which I definitely haven't got. But I'll take more than 20. So obviously you got Man City first, Liverpool second, Spurs third, Arsenal fourth, Chelsea fifth, Man U sixth, Newcastle seventh, West Ham eighth, Wolves ninth, Palace 10th, Leicester 11, Villa 12, Brighton 13, Leeds 14, Brentford 15, Fulham 16, Southampton 17, Forest 18, 18 is Everton, 20 is Bournemouth. Now obviously, as you can see, this is very wrong. Bottom of the league was Southampton. I had them on 17th. Northampton, I think everyone knew they were going to struggle. I just didn't think they'd go down so weak, really. I think it was an unfortunate year for them, in fairness, but they were always set to fail. I had Bournemouth in 20th, Southampton 17th. Obviously, 0 points there. Leeds finished 19th. Now I had Leeds to finish 14th, and after let's say a good first season back in the Prem, I think I thought Leeds were going to kick on and at least try and solidify themselves as Premier League regulars and try and push on. How fucking wrong I was. They sacked Bielsa, brought in, what did they bring in? Garcia, got rid of him, brought Allardyce in with 4 games to go, and realistically, if Allardyce was to keep him up in 4 games, he'd have been the best manager in the world. Obviously I had Everton 19th and Leeds 14th, not good. Leicester 18th. Now I had Leicester 11th. Who finished it? Who I had 18th was Nottingham Forest. Leicester had a really poor season. I think Kasper Schmeichel is a good goalkeeper, don't get me wrong, and he's a good player in the squad that they shouldn't have gotten rid of without replacing properly, but I didn't think they'd be so piss poor. Obviously I will not forget that they had to cancel the birthday shout outs simply because of the fact that people kept doing Rodgers out during said shout outs, but bit of a rough season for them. They still managed to depressingly get their way to a 0-0 draw against us at home, at our home, which I think after that I kind of wanted them to go down anyway, because it was a fucking awful performance from Leicester, and it's not the Leicester we used to seeing. 17th, staying up by the skin of their teeth. Everton, I had Everton to go down. I'm annoyed they didn't. I saw them to finish 17th. I was thought them went down. Now it was once again heroics on the final day to keep Everton in the Premier League. I was really wanting them to go down. I was quite annoyed that they didn't. But Bournemouth had fuck all to play for. Everton had everything to play for. So I think it was always going to be Everton to stay up on the final day. Nottingham Forest finished in 16th. I had Fulham to finish 16th and Forest to go down in 18th. Forest had a good season, I think, compared to what everyone thought. As did a lot of teams actually. But excuse me. I think they managed to get a good home run going. So I think it was always going to help them stay in the Premier League. And I think it's a good first season for them. Will they keep it going second season? I do not know. 15th, Bournemouth. I had Brentford to finish 15th and Bournemouth to finish bottom. Now Bournemouth exceeded, I think, everyone's expectations. Everyone had Bournemouth to go down. They obviously made a video about that. Once they guaranteed safety, which I think I've got to applaud, shithousery at its finest. Gary O'Neill has obviously since left the club, and they have replaced him with someone whose name I can't remember, but I'm not going to search because, no offense, I'm not fussed. But I think it's a good turnaround in the season for them, especially after the 9-0 to Liverpool and getting Scott Parker getting sacked. But I think Bournemouth did incredibly well to stay up, despite everyone thinking they'd go down. West Ham 14th. I had Leeds 14th and West Ham to finish 8th. Now this was a very lacklustre season for David Moyes' Claret and Blue. In the Premier League anyway. I mean, they did win the Europa Conference League, so I guess it's not too bad. But I think West Ham were at least wanting something a bit more respectable in the league to be able to look back on the season with a lot more pride. But I mean, realistically, they'd stayed up, which at one point was just their main focus, and they won a trophy as well, and they're now in Europa League. So realistically, a very good season for them. Wolves 13th. I had Wolves 9th. Now Wolves were a bit shit, to put it lightly. I think Connor Cody going to Everton was an awkward one, in fairness, but I don't know whether that played a key part or not. But Wolves were just always a bit of a shit team this season, really. Neves has since gone, and I'm fucking sick of him whinging, the fucking shite bag. I'll never get over him saying we were long ball FC, even though they played long balls in the match. But I had Brighton to finish 13th, which Chelsea 12th. Now this is probably surprise of the season. I had Chelsea to finish 5th. Who finished 12th? My predictions was Villa. I think Chelsea, like I said, very poor. Should definitely be fighting for the top 4. I think second Tuchel far too early. It cost them. And I don't think they give Potter enough time. Personally, I think if you're going to splash all the cash that they did under Graham Potter, you're going to have to give the bloke time. But there has since been a clear out at Chelsea, with the likes of Koulibaly, Mendy, Kante, Ziyech, all on their way to the Saudi League. So should be able to at least balance the books out and I guess improve their squad in the summer. 11th, Crystal Palace. I had Leicester finish 11th and Crystal Palace to finish 10th. I haven't been keeping a point system, I'll be honest, but I will go back at the end. Now, Palace, average season for them, like always. Average finish is not really a great deal I can say about it. So it's Crystal Palace, they always finish mid-table. Fulham 10th. I had Crystal Palace 10th and Fulham to finish 16th. Now I knew Fulham would stay up. I know a few people had Fulham to go down, with them being a bit of a yo-yo club. But yeah, I always had Fulham to stay up, and I think they very much exceeded expectations in a lot of people's mind. But yeah, Crichton start at home to Liverpool with a 2-2 draw. And I think they managed to keep going with it. Mitro as well, been missing for a decent portion of the season as well, and they managed to still do well. But that I think was an important step for them, and I think they're going to be here for seasons to come. Brentford 9th. I had Wolves to finish 9th and Brentford to finish 15th. Now Brentford had a fantastic season. Obviously they are without Ivan Toney until January of next year due to betting issues. So it will be interesting to see how they go next season. But yeah, they played brilliantly. They took 6 points off City, beat Man United 4-0. Managed to get some good points against some good teams. So obviously we got 6 points off them, but yeah, I think good season overall for Brentford, and I would think they will have to improve to be able to sustain a fantastic finish again. Tottenham 8th. I had Tottenham to finish 3rd and West Ham to finish 8th. I mean, I've Tottenham to finish 3rd. This is a heavily disappointing prediction, but it's such a mental season for Tottenham. Obviously sacking Conte after that 3-3 against Southampton when he just went on a rant. Sacking Stellini after that 6-1 against Newcastle. Bringing Ryan Mason in yet again. I think Tottenham, I don't know what's going on at that club, but they are going to fall out with this big six very soon. And I think it is a shame to say, because I really like Tottenham. I think I've liked them since the 15-16 days, when they had that title charge going. The likes of Dele Alli, Harry Kane, absolutely flying. But I think it's just a shame for them, really. So, and I think they will get left behind by the teams above. 7th, Aston Villa. I had Newcastle finish 7th and Aston Villa to finish 12th. Very good season by Villa, considering the issues. I knew they'd do well and hit a point where they dropped off big time. Hence why I put them in 12th. A lot of people had them in for Europe anyway. But I expected them to fall off with Gerrard and him actually get the sack later in the season than he did. But I think fantastic by the Villa board to get rid of him when they did. Bring in Unai Emery, bring in the signings they did in January, and they just cracked on well. Finished 7th Europa Conference next season. I think it will be a good future for Villa. I think they can establish themselves as a solid European side. Brighton Hove Albion in 6th, first time in Europe for the club. I had them to finish 13th, and I had Man United for 6th spot. Fantastic season for Brighton. De Zerbi has them playing some fantastic football, and to be able to improve from what was a great season with Potter as well. I think it could be a very exciting future for Brighton too. Liverpool 5th. I had Chelsea to finish 5th and Liverpool to finish 2nd. Now a very lacklustre season for Liverpool. They will be heavily disappointed. two of not getting Champions League, but after that, but I think they dropped off big time. I think to their standards, really lackluster. I felt like they kept losing games. Like they only lost 9, but I felt like they just kept losing so many. They are two of our losses, which fucking pains me. But yeah, I think it'll be interesting to see what happens next season with Liverpool. I think could they go for the Europa League, sorry, and try and kick on for top 4 as well. It'll be, like I say, interesting. Also, Darwin Núñez rejecting Man United and Newcastle to go for Champions League. Liverpool have that. 4th, Newcastle United. I had Arsenal finish 4th and Newcastle for 7th. Now I had Newcastle to be best of the rest. Obviously I had the big 6 and top 6, and I had Newcastle to finish in that last European spot. Never did I think that we'd get top 4. Obviously after that Chelsea win right before the World Cup break, I had thoughts that we could go for it, but it just meant all the fact that we actually got it. And yeah, hearing that Champions League theme blast out at St James's Park will hit like crack. Fantastic season for us, and yeah, managed to pip Liverpool at the fucking Champions League, so fuck you. Fantastic season for us. Cup final as well. Unfortunately losing to Manchester United, but a very, very bright future for this club. 3rd, Man United, who also sealed the Carabao Cup. I had Spurs 3rd and Man United 6th. Now, a good season for United, but also a bad season as well. And obviously, longevity, a good season for them, but I think they really had some horrible moments. You look at the 4-0 to Brentford, the 6-3 to Man City, the 7-0 to Liverpool. They had a horrific few moments of the season, but I think they've done well to be able to get Champions League, considering what it looked like at the start of the season especially. And also Carabao Cup in addition to that. I think it's a very good season for them. And with obviously Qatar seemingly about to buy the club as well, it looks like it could be on the up for the shit United. 2nd was Arsenal, who I had in 4th, and 2nd Liverpool. I think considering a lot of people didn't have them on for Champions League, I think they've exceeded expectations definitely, but I think they will ought to be disappointed in the fact that they didn't win the league despite being 8 points clear and top of the league for over 90% of the season, I think it was. But yeah, I think very good progress by Mikel Arteta's youngsters. I think it will be. I don't think they'll be able to pick a better season really to go for the league. I think they have fucked it, because I think Man City will remain at the top. You've got Liverpool; they should bounce back. Chelsea will improve for seasons to come. I think Man United on the up, and especially if this Qatar takeover comes through, they could improve big time. Newcastle in a few years will be up there. So I think Arsenal's best chance was this season, so I think they have fucked it. And obviously Manchester City first. Everyone had that, let's be honest. Treble winning season for them as well, so I think it's been the fucking unbelievable best season since 1999. In terms of every competition, best Premier League season, not really. But I think considering where they were and what they've achieved, is a fantastic turnaround for the Blues. Now, the point system, the moment we've all waited for. So, Southampton, wrong. Leeds, fucking wrong. Leicester, wrong. Everton, close, but wrong. Nottingham Forest, close again, but wrong. Bournemouth, wrong. West Ham, wrong. Wolves, wrong. Chelsea, very wrong. Palace, point. Fulham, wrong. Brentford, wrong. Spurs wrong. Villa wrong. Brighton wrong. Liverpool, fucking Jesus Christ, this was shit. Another point for Arsenal finishing. No, it's not. It's 2. Man City 2 points for that. So I got 3 points out of a total 40. Ah. So my prediction didn't go very well. Forest, Everton, Bournemouth to go down. Leeds, Leicester, and Southampton went down. Top 4: Man City, Liverpool, Spurs, Arsenal. Man City, Arsenal. Man United, Newcastle. So I guess maybe half a point if we're going to cheat the system. Rest of the European spots: Liverpool, Brighton, Villa, Chelsea, Man United, Newcastle. So I think it's realistically shit. But Premier League is the greatest league in the world, in my opinion. A lot of people disagree, but yeah. Will be interesting to see how things fare next season. But yeah, let me know what your Prem predictions were. Let me know on a scale of shit to shit how shit my Prem predictions were. And yeah, be sure to stay tuned for future weeks for next season's Prem predictions. Thank you very much, and adios.